took the life right out of my veins when you spoke my name. Got the kind of thing going that tips the scales. Yeah, you keep me sane. I'll be the clouds beyond your skies. I'll flutter by like butterflies. I'll be the blue inside your eyes. Your crazy loving keeps me paralyzed. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like to see reflections of you all around. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like to hear reflections of you all around. Wanna taste you again like a secret or a sin. Wanna feel you again like the ocean sand on my skin. I'll be the fight against your fears, forever here, just save those tears. I'll be the courage in your wings, not letting go, I'm all you need. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like to see reflections of you all around. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like. Oh, this is what it sounds like to hear reflections of you all around.
What a draw! Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Sector 1 Sim Racing. Tonight we have the Auto 1 Community Series, Round 3 at Alsace, I think it's Alsace Village. I'm V8 Falcon, otherwise known as Big Guns, or Troy Brown. And joining me in the box tonight will be none other than Diego, the fan club man himself. How are you, Diego?
Very well, sir. Thanks for having me along again to the Auto 1 Sector Community Series tonight. It's going to be a interesting little race tonight, I believe. Big Guns, the tight, twisty track of the. How are we going to go with the pronunciation of this track again? Alsace or?
I think it's Alsace. We could go like the handbag and they say Versace. We could go as Alsace, but we're not going to do that. But
rightio, so
yeah, first time we've been here as well. So we're going to give it a red hot crack tonight. We got a 5-minute qualifier, 10-minute race, and then the second race is based on the. The first race is based on qualifying. Second race is reverse grid, and it's 20 minutes, and everyone will be trying their hardest to get back to the front. And what we need to not forget is it's not about the pace; it's about your sportsmanship, fairness of racing. That's what we're looking for in the Sector 1 squad. Also coming up this weekend we have Group B. We will be at Snadden. I will be in one of the cars. Hopefully I can make it around the track this time without crashing. But
that's another interesting track, that one there. The Group A boys definitely had a bit of fun there on the weekend. So it's hard, tricky little racetrack, that one. Hard on tyres, hard on fuel. And
quite close racing, really, from what I've seen.
Correct, yeah. That middle pack was nice and tight. Unfortunately, I sort of slipped off the back end there, which sort of kept me in the back end of Group A, which is still a really good race for the boys at Dadston, but obviously not where any of us want to be at the end of the race. I'm just trying to get all these boys underway and get a bit of a computer glitch going on, so we're just making sure everyone's A-OK.
Well, we seem to be plagued with all these problems lately, but hopefully we can get through a season without too many of them, and Sony can get their servers together.
Correct. Hopefully they don't just let us wait it out for the new and improved model.
So it's a pretty. What are they taking to get around the track? Just under 2 minutes.
So I've seen a few times of the boys have got him under the 158 mark. I think I've seen, and a couple of the quicker guys. I haven't really seen much time out of Aussie Schumacher Kiwi Raikkonen. So interesting to see what sort of times he puts out in qualifying. He's always up the top of the grid, which is sort of the benchmark of the community series at the moment. But there's always a few guys chomping at the bit, biting at his heels, getting nice and close. Corey Hack was pretty good last community series. Unfortunately, he's not joining us tonight. Ando 787, and he's always a hot contender. So it'd be good to get these boys rolling, Troy. So I'll just try and get this room ready to go. We might get the show underway.
Well, this is one of the longer tracks that we've probably had the McGains on. So it's going to be interesting.
It is, yeah. I was watching that before. So the 5-minute qualifying with just under a 2-minute lap's definitely only going to give them the sort of the 2-lap sprint. So that's always good.
So don't stuff it up.
Don't stuff it up. Yeah, you get two chances. That's it, guys. So 10-minute first race based off their qualifying, fastest first. Let's get these boys racing, I reckon. Troy, what do you reckon?
Yeah, let's hit it. It's Thursday night and almost finished holidays, so I'm keen to get it underway.
Well, you'd be nice and relaxed then. You'd be nice and fresh.
Yeah, I am. And the beers are flowing. Just so we know. Not right now. They have been on holidays. That's what I'm saying.
So, I think we've lost a couple of guys, have
Yeah,
we?
we've Red Sector's just had to leave and come back, so hopefully not too long. Here he is, he's back.
Beautiful, back in. So I'll just make sure everyone has joined the lobby. I don't want to leave anyone out. And it's not a question I can type out very quickly, unfortunately, on the old DS4.
Yeah, that's not for tonight. I don't think think he's one of the ones that are having the problem anyway. But
no. It's all right. We got everyone in the room, so let's get these boys rolling.
Now, I take it everyone can hear us all right, because I haven't had any complaints yet.
Well, it's always good to see the guys at home. S1 Shizer, g'day mate. Oh, the ghost always puts a little bit of pressure on Home Alone, watching the pizza with a bit of pizza and footy on one screen and S1 on the other, so he's in for a good night. The plumber, good evening sir, and ever faithful Buffer, good evening sir. What is the drink of choice for everyone tonight? Ghosts on the lemon squash.
I can tell you, I'm trying a new beer tonight. It's Stone and Wood, and it's not too bad.
Yeah, okay, nice. Is that one of the great sponsor Deeds or the Bacchus brands?
No.
No.
Different one.
The King Oscar, unfortunately, he's not racing tonight. He's another quick guy, so he's hopefully getting back. King Oscar, or is he in the main game now? The King Oscar, I think he might even be in the main game. That's how quick he was.
Could be.
Andrew Scott waiting for Red Sector. Yes, we are, sir. Ando 787. He's a captain of a real plane in real life. So thanks for joining us tonight. And a race fan there. So we do have the boys underway in qualifying. They haven't quite set a lap yet, but do have Ando 787, I think, out in front. Troy.
Yep, we'll do a bit of a run through the list. We've got Ando 787 in the Aussie Hampton livery. The old Kiwi Raikkonen, he is in Death Grip Racing. He's still in the Revolution race gear. I believe they've changed their livery for the main game, but Revolution's still sticking at the moment.
Nice work.
Scotty Too Hottie, an old RER member. He's driving a Deeds entry for Deeds Racing.
Yeah, okay, so an older competitor back from the day.
Used to be on the Ragged Edge team.
Ooh, bit of pedigree there.
We have Honourably Airborne in the Bacchus livery for Dadson Racing.
His Royal Highness.
Evil Evolx, or Evolx. He is in the Green Beacon for Red Mist Racing. Daz 930's taken up the Black Light entry for Panersky.
That does look good, doesn't it?
Revolver 45 has jumped in the Racing Cars Like Legends livery.
I think Revolver's a new competitor for this evening, so we see how he goes.
Now here's another old RER member, Shanesky, driving the Auto 1 for Ragged Edge Racing. Shanesky does a lot of work for Sector 1 in the decal department.
And all the way from Malaysia, Zelig Knight, as I like to call him.
Zelig Knight, that's a good one. He's in the CJ Esports Ronin entry. He's got the bit of a two-face livery going on there with the Sashman contractors on one side.
He does. That's a good-looking livery, that one.
Sashman Window Solutions, sorry. And Suit Lad in 10th in the Obsession.
Another new competitor.
For the Tamar cars, if I got that right. Lucas will pull me up on that one. Malevolent one.
The malevolent one.
He is in the
Team 53, Fault Smash Repair.
I haven't seen that community car. Looks like one of the old blacklight ones slightly, but anyway. Team 53.
Ooh, Red Sector's got a bit of a problem.
Waiting for a mate. He is in the Counterpunch entry, the next level FGT Light. Grrr, 17. He will be in the Cornerstone. King's entry, King's Care. First of the times are coming up now. Ando hits a 158.1. Scotty 2R goes second with a 157. Honourably airborne and goes straight to the top. Thought Kiwi Raikkonen might have been up there. So they're all pretty close together because all the times are coming in pretty quick, but we've got a 0.3 of a gap from Honourably Airborne back to Scotty. Half a second back to Ando.
Kiwi was maybe buying himself a bit of time on that first lap. He's 5 seconds off the pace, so whether he struck a little bit of trouble or he's just trying to get a bit of track position.
Well, he is down in 13th place, so... And we've also got Red Sector sitting in the pit, so we've definitely got a problem there.
We do.
Hopefully he'll just resume 14th spot and get a good start in the race. Honourably Airborne. Oh, we got Honourably Airborne's given up already too. Pretty happy with his 157.1 by the look of it.
Yeah, I'd be trying to push a little bit harder, especially if you've punched in a pretty hot time like that to start off with. So it's down to everyone else. The three tenths off the pace with Scotty R, but we'll see how the guys go here.
All right. Lucas has just come up with the Evil Evo 9 for Evil Evox. So we'll run with Evil Evo 9, but get a real car with another 4 cylinders in there somewhere. Don't go there. Don't go there, Troy. Ando, sitting in third still. Looks like Daz has pulled into the pits. Are we having a pit problem here, or is that's the best time they've run so far? Scotty's in the pits. He's not pulling up yet. Evil goes to 158.5. Oh, we're done. We only had 5 minutes, didn't we? Well, that caught you off guard. That was a pretty quick 5 minutes. So we got Honourably Airborne up the front. Scotty Too Hottie takes second. Kiwi Raikkonen makes his way to third, so he's definitely had a good lap. Ando into fourth. Daz into fifth. Evil Evo 9, he comes in sixth. Waiting for a mate makes seventh. Revolver 45, he comes in eighth. Shansky in ninth. Malevolent 1 in 10th. Zelignite for 11th. Suit Lad comes in 12th. And Gurr 17. 13th with Red Sector Racing. He's still sitting in the pit, so he's going to take 14th now. Qualifying's ended. We are about to go racing.
Hopefully we don't see any problems here. We've got the grid set.
That's right too.
Waiting on some lights.
Karen just put out there. He was in Karen's team as well, and Scotty won a title for RER as well.
So we do have lights. Lights are out. Racing. We're going to have to red flag. We do have a car stuck on the grid there, unfortunately.
Oh, we can pull them up. No dramas there. We give them 2 goes. The third time, if they don't go, it's green light from there. So Scotty, presumably taking the lead. It's going to be an exit of the track, so it's a good start. Well, a big slide there from Honourably Airborne. Anyway, we will jump back. You let us know when you're ready to go. We can talk about something else.
Beautiful, thank you.
So we've had some pretty fast drivers in the community series, so tonight's looking like a whole lot of them are here, so it's going to be an interesting race. Scotty's fast, Shansky's fast, Raikkonen we know is fast. Ando 787 always up the front. Daz 930, another one of the competitors. So it's going to be a pretty good race. I think the second race, the reverse grid, it's going to show just upsetting it a little bit off the start, having the reverse grid and getting through the field. It's probably going to show who's got the race pace to get through the field.
I can just restart the race with a practice endurance race without qualifying, and that will keep the grid, will it, Troy? Or do I need to set the grid manually?
It should do it normally because the race didn't finish.
Beautiful, so just keep it there.
And have you got false grid start? Someone's saying. But anyway, jump on Sector 1 Sim Racing, give it a like. We try our best to put out a good show and give the community guys a run, whatever we can. Whenever we get a free spot, we pick out one of the drivers and throw them into the main game. And we've had a few come through in the last two series. With Captain Muffin's one that come through. I think you're from the community series, Diego.
Correct. Most of the top boys are Speedy Tyres. He was another one. Stickers, I think he might have been in there somewhere as well.
Stickers, yep. But yeah, so we got a lot of over the time, a lot have come through the ranks, and that's why we keep saying it's not all about being the fastest. It's just how well you can drive and keep a clean, fair race. We also have Auto 1 on board, so we give Auto 1 a bit of a mention tonight. We try and do them justice a little bit so we can keep them on as a sponsor for our community series.
Rightio, let's give these boys another go.
Ready when you are. Seems like everyone is in there. We're going to have to get a bit of...
Oh, red sector. We've just lost red sector racing.
We're going to have to get a... what do you call it? We're going to have to get a glitch screen for the community series. We haven't had one made up just yet. Alright, here we go.
I don't think the grid is set there correctly, unfortunately, Troy, so we will have to set the grid manually there, unfortunately, my friend.
All good. We'll let him go.
We let them go?
No. We'll have to restart them to give them the proper numbers. Have you got the numbers you need?
Yep, I certainly do, sir.
That's my fault. I haven't had to do one of these race direct for a while. Scotty back on the grid, even though he was just sliding out. All right, maybe we can go for some podiums in the chat there. What do you reckon? I reckon we're going to see Scotty, Raikkonen, and I'll go with Ando for the top three, and then the reverse grid, reverse of that. All right.
Should we just try for a reset room or just try again there, sir? Everyone's leaving. Let's go for a race. Oh no, that means I have to reload everything.
I wonder if we're the only ones that have this trouble.
That's all right. We'll let the guys join in.
Also, starting from round 4, there's a bit of a boost increase in the M6. Car's going to be going a little bit quicker. Not a boost increase, sorry, a weight loss.
Oh, a weight loss, yes. The old Jenny Craig diet. They've put some carbon fibre bits on and loosened a bit of lead ballast out of the old M6 for us. So we'll see how that spices up the racing. Should definitely make the M6 a lot more of a bit of a weapon in the corners. It was sort of a bit of a heavy sort of car to get around the track, but with the weight ballast reduction.
So we did a little bit of testing with it, and it's probably made the car more consistent in lap times. It definitely feels faster, feels more nimble. So hopefully it will turn out to be a good race car that will maybe keep the field a little bit closer to get that racing we're after. King Oscar 94 in the chat. Good old GT Sport. That's about right. A bit of a stuff up there from me from the starting the grid again. We should have done it manually, but that's my fault. Dust out the cobwebs for the old race directing. I haven't done it for a while.
And I'm still learning as well, so every sort of race we jump into, it's always something new and exciting to learn. We are getting the guys back into the lobby though, so.
Buffett says, Scotty, Kimmy, Shaneski for both races. That's a big call. Slowly getting there. Malevolent. I can't even pronounce it.
I won't lie. I did take a few hours before the first community race when he joined us to Google how Siri would tell me how to pronounce the malevolent one, and then I did actually have to say it in sort of because it is I do believe a movie that came out, so it's a little bit of a 666 sort of thing. So if I say it with the malevolent one, I sort of managed to pronounce it. But we are pretty good tonight. Suit Lad, malevolent one, and Zalignite, they're probably the hardest of them for me. So
well, every time I look at it, I keep thinking of Maleficent. Probably the opposite to what malevolent.
What he's hoping for, I'd say. Yeah, correct. Right, so
for people that are joined in and don't know much about the community series, we run the Renault Megane Trophy. It's 2011. It's set at 359 brake horsepower, 955 kilogram of weight. We run the soft tyres with no tuning, so what you get is what you run. Can't be changed.
it's actually an interesting little race car, this one, built on a tubular chassis of a nice big thick of aluminium there, so it's a purpose-built race car. Absolute little weapon, this thing, rear-wheel drive and mid-engine mounted as well.
And that's what's probably a little bit exciting about tonight's race, is it's the biggest track we've been on yet, and it's a fast, nimble little car, so it's going to produce some pretty good racing, and it's a street circuit. And we're all the way over in France. Scenery should be pretty good.
So, Troy, first time setting the grid manually.
Yes.
Rightio.
I can help you out there.
There we go. Change grid order. Beautiful. That's fine.
And then just run down your list, and the yellow line should just, if you go from top to bottom, should just be under each name that you move the person to. It is 9 o'clock. It doesn't look 9 o'clock. She's still pretty daylight and sunny, but 9 o'clock at night over here at Alsace. A few cars are in the pits waiting to come out. We've got a few coming out. Once the grid's set, we will be going. As long as everyone is joined it makes setting the grid easy. When people aren't in there and joined, it's they join in later, and then it becomes a bit of a headache. But if they're all joined and you can put them all in their order, you're set. I just spent the week over at Moreton Island in Queensland, or 11 days. 5 of them were in the pouring down rain inside a camper, and then the sun come out and we had a pretty good rest of the holidays. And then when I got back, I just spent the last 3 days washing all the gear. So sand's good to begin with, but it's not good when you come home.
Especially when you go fall driving on the beach there, you've got to make sure that you get in all the chassis rails. I find normally 6 months after going for a nice beach drive, you do find the sand still kicking about in the car there.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to get out. I don't really have anything else I can put on to show you, but I mean, if you really want, we can do a purple sector around Snadden.
Why don't we follow one of the boys around the track?
Let's see what we got. Oh, probably should. Nope, wrong button. We will jump on track, then we might go into a car. Let's jump in with Ando for a bit of a run around the track. Nice and wide, cuts it inside. Bit of a slippery surface. Bit of a different track too. It takes a few laps to get used to Alsace. A lot of undulations and hills and different banked curves. As you can see there, the corner comes up on you a little bit faster than you think. Who we got in the session car? Suit lad. Looking a touch glitchy. You have missed some technical difficulties there, Justin. Just the Adam. Always seems to be some.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, let me pop back out.
So 10-minute race here for the boys based off their previous qualifying of a 5-minute run there. We should get these boys rolling ASAP. Sorry about the delay at home there, guys. You gotta love the wonders of modern technology.
Oh,
You let me know when we're good to go, Troy.
I'm ready when you are. You can spend thousands on equipment and it still doesn't want to work. Alright, the final is underway. Let's jump in this. Let's get it done right. Okay. Everyone's on the grid. The lights are flashing.
So honourably airborne in first there, Scotty R2 in second, the Aussie Schumacher Kiwi Ryken in third, and Ando 787. They're the top two front rows there. We'll see how we get off the line, as we've got 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Holding, racing, we're away. Good start by everyone. I thought we might have had a bit of a skirmish off the back there, but it does look like everyone's got off nice and clean. That is fantastic that everyone's in the race. We come into the first corner. And Troy, we do look a little bit skirmish in the back of the pack, but we may have just made it through clearly there.
Well, there's a whole heap of cars running about 2 and 3 wide.
Hello, Troy.
From mid-pack on. I know.
So I don't know if anyone can hear us there, but I can't hear Troy. I've lost Troy in the mic, so I'll just keep going. Why not, eh? There we go. Hello, Troy. Thanks for coming back to us there. The Honourable Airborne, His Royal Highness out in front, closely followed by Scotty in second. Kiwis lost a spot off the lead to Ando 787, so that was pretty good move there from the captain to sneak in front of the Kiwi Raikkonen. What do you think, Troy? Did you see the start there, mate?
I did see the start. It's been pretty clean, so I think Kiwi Raikkonen probably just going to latch onto the back of Ando there. And like we were saying, Scotty, Ando and Kiwi Raikkonen, I think they're the ones to watch. Even though Honourably Airborne is up the front, it's probably one of the first times I've seen him race, so he might be a new competitor.
I would have to check the facts there from the Diego's fan club. I thought I might have seen him before. But we got Evo 9 just lashing off the back of the pack there in the Deeds Racing guy. But the guys behind in another little battle group are having a go with Shanksky in the RER car. I don't know if we can have a quick look there.
Got him in the sights. He's pulling up on the back of waiting for a mate.
So they were having a nice. We've lost the Revolver 45. He's out. He's understeered. He's shot himself out the barrels. So that is him back in the pack there. Unfortunately, I'm sure you'll no doubt see him. It could be a ploy, Troy, to get out in front on the next race. Obviously, reverse grid.
So he's outbraked himself onto the grass.
Shanksky with a huge sideways movement over the crest of the hill there. But missed his braking marker, and that was it for him, unfortunately. But as I said, we'll see him up at the front of the pack in the next race.
Back up the front. Honourably still.
Dadson.
Still got a bit of a gap.
It's good to see that Bacchus livery out in front. We need to see that more in the Group A, boys. I've been trying hard, guys. I'm sorry, but just hasn't been on it lately. But it's good to see that car out in front. Scotty R2. So as you were saying, a former RER competitor, he is definitely showing the goods in the Deeds car tonight. But, Kiwi Raikkonen.
Kiwi Raikkonen just taken over from Ando, but these front two are just starting to pull a bit of a gap. The gap's out to a second. Doesn't seem like much, but
that's an eternity when you're trying to track one down, Troy.
Especially when you've got someone in a tow, it's hard to catch someone else.
But as we say that, he has pulled out the one hot purple sector in that split there. So
looks like Honourably Airborne's under a bit of attack here from Scotty. There's not much in these cars. They're all pretty good drivers, this bunch of four. They've definitely broken away from fifth. The 2.6 seconds Ando's got a gap between him and Evil Evo 9. And then a little bit of a gap back to waiting for a mate. And then Shaneski. So we want Shaneski to get up there, brother.
She has spread out a little bit in the middle of the pack there from the back of the five there, but they're racing for sheep stations in the Obsession Motorsport and Guru in the King's car there. So he's definitely having a bit of fun at the back of the pack.
Oh, I think it just went wide. Who's that? Suit lad. Suit lad.
Suit lad. So Tamer cars, definitely a lifesaver or a fruit tingle sort of barrel, that one. I do like the delivery that they produce this year.
Looks like Honourably Airborne's got back around Scotty. Scotty might have had a mistake. He's got Raikkonen right behind him. The four of them.
They've just settled down a little bit there, Troy, in the front, but Honourable has himself about half a second gap back to Scotty R. So you'd be thinking, if you were Aussie Schumacher, Kiwi Raikkonen there, he would be trying his hardest to get in front of Scotty R. You'd be seeing that gap disappear down the road, and you'd be wanting to get past. As you see, he's right on the bumper. He's going to come into this sweeping right-hander. I reckon he's going to make a move up the inside, which he does. Nice clean move there, Aussie Schumacher. Good work. So he's going to put his eyes forward and track down His Royal Highness there, I do believe, and we'll see what Ando does behind Scotty R. We'll see if he can stick in and get a pass, or whether he's going to play it safe for a couple of laps. So 10 minutes, halfway done.
Well, Scotty,
4 minutes to go.
Scotty almost just made a bit of an error there. He touched the grass on the outside of the corner, and he kept a hold of it though. It could have been game changing.
I haven't actually done any laps on this truck. I've sort of just jumped in tonight straight out of work, so it's definitely an interesting little track to watch the guys go around.
Yeah, I haven't done any laps too. I've jumped onto it tonight just straight from work as well. Oh, sorry, I'm on holidays. I forgot to mention that. Let's go back mid track. The gap back to Evo 9, nearly out to 4 seconds now, and another 1.6 back to waiting for a mate and Shaneski. So the front, let's say 4 to 5, they're definitely maybe a little bit of a step above at the moment.
I don't know if we can jump up to the front three. They're honourably airborne, and Nando 787 are having a ding-dong of a battle. Scotty R has been pushed back to 4th. Honourable's got out in front. Oh, we've missed that one as well, so there must have been a mistake there somewhere.
Try and show a bit of the backfield and you lose the ones at the front. Might jump on with Scotty. Where are we at, Scotty? We'll see what it looks like from Scotty's perspective. As we do that, they start to get a bit of a gap between them all. See, Ando, he's nice and smooth, keeping right behind Scotty.
Lando's a veteran of the series now, so he might even be playing it safe and trying to get up a little few more positions. Obviously, it's all about the bringing home the bacon in the second race, but might be just playing his cards right just for this race, so he gets a good starting position for race 2. Definitely Kiwi Raikkonen is back to his old self. He's stretched himself out to 1.5 second lead in front of His Royal Highness there, honourably airborne in the Datsun Race and Bacchus livery car. What a fantastic car that is. But followed closely by another one of the fabulous brewery sponsors we have at Sector 1, the Deeds livery guys. So those guys have some really nice brews as well, but as I say that, he fires it up the inside of Honourable there.
I haven't tried too many of the Deeds. Back and forth. Ando 787 still hanging on. It looks like they're bunching up again. So maybe the tyres are just getting a little bit second hand, even though it's a short race.
We are seeing a bit of front tyre usage, so whether they're running the bias towards the front of the vehicle there to pull it up to get it around these tight twisty corners. But, so for a 10-minute race, you never know. We might see a pit stop with all these tight twisty corners in the reverse grid race to try and have that fresh tyres to come home at the end there.
Let's flash the lights from Ando onto Honourably Airborne. I'm not going to say Honourably Airborne, I'm just going to say Airborne now because it's too long.
Airborne, it is.
But,
so who the captain was flashing, was he?
He was flashing the lights. There's a bit of a, bit of a tight turn back there. Kiwi Raikkonen's just...
He's gone.
He's gone.
Oh,
3.2
seconds now.
Scotty just holding off second, but he's got Airborne all over him. Airborne goes wide, Scotty goes defensive. Oh, there's a bit of a touch mid-corner.
Happy too, because Shankski's moved up to 6th there. But the action on track at second, third and fourth, that is heating up quite immensely. Scotty takes the sort of defensive line up the inside. Honourably Airborne thinks about it. Ando thinks about the ends. Outside, inside, crisscross, back the other way. Which way is he going to go?
He's been all over the tail of Airborne, looking for that one little spot just to get the pass done.
Yeah. We are on the final lap, Troy, so we have had a couple of guys finish already. We'll see. Kiwi Raikkonen obviously out in front by about 4 seconds now, but it's
definitely one of the drivers that is going to do well in the reverse grid going off this speed. It's all in the name, isn't it? Raikkonen. Heard that one a fair bit.
The Iceman.
Scotty still holding on to second.
4 seconds in 2 laps. That was, yeah, that's extraordinary. Beautiful driving by the Kiwi Raikkonen there.
He's making it look easy. Now look at the oh, don't worry about it. I was saying, look at the gap they've got back to 5th, but they've all finished.
So we got a little bit of a, as we say that, there's Honourable Airborne on the outside of Ando. There's a touch. Oh, he shoves it up the inside and says, I don't think so, mate. Ando just he's going to hold his line down the straight here and hopefully get a bit of a tow, I reckon. But
I think he's too close. He just can't get behind. He's starting to get the overlap.
They are coming into the last corner. Kiwi Raikkonen is well and truly going to take this 5 seconds out in front. That guy is a gun. And Ando and Honourable are still going at it.
Oh. Scotty knows better than that.
So, Kiwi Raikkonen, the 10-minute dash, 4 seconds out in front.
Yeah, he's definitely got the pace to make things happen in this reverse grid.
Well, I think that's nearly 7 races from 7 races. It's straight for this bloke, so
well, Adam,
correct me if I'm wrong out there, but
Adam just put in a good comment. All the battling has just made it easy for Kiwi to pull away as well, so
correct.
We will set for a reverse grid. The 10-minute race is so quick. It's even hard to keep up with the camera. It's over.
It is. It was done. And
so before you go racing again, I'm going to we'll just recap the race results for the first one, since we finally got it underway.
Yep. I was glad that everyone could join too.
So, as we know, Kiwi Raikkonen got away with the win. Scotty Too Hottie for second. Honourably Airborne for third. Ando 787 for fourth. Evo 9 for fifth. Shaneski for sixth. So he's got to be happy with that one. Waiting for a mate in seventh. Red Sector Racing, who was having a bit of dramas in the qualifying. He's come away with eighth, so he's done pretty well there. Suit Lad in ninth. Revolver in 10th. Grr in 11th. Daz 9:30. He comes in 12th. Now Daz is probably one of the ones I might probably wanted to see further up the order there. He's got pretty good race pace, Daz.
Just might be playing that game, Troy. Just might be playing that game. Obviously, you got a bit of pace and you can get out in front of some of these guys and pull a bit of a gap. It might be tricky for the Kiwi to catch up. I thought the Malevolent one was quite quick last week as well, so be interesting to see how he goes. And obviously, Zalignite coming off the rear there. He's always an entertaining competitor, so it's good to see him off the front of the grid for the next race. Looks
like the fan club's in the house. Rounding out the 13th and 14th, we've got Malevolent one and Zalignite. So we will, once you get underway, go racing again. Oh, look who's in the house. We got the young gun himself, Mr. Ryan. So we got we definitely know Raikkonen's going to be a force, but with the likes of Daz and a couple of the others maybe starting towards the front of the grid on the reverse grid, they're probably in for a good chance too. But with the way that Raikkonen was pulling away. I mean, he can make up some time in them gaps if he needs to.
He's a bit like, by the namesake, DB007, and a bit like TX3 GTR, just the way they can gain positions off the start of the field and get those dive really deep under brakes and not run into anyone. He's definitely one of those hot competitors out there. I don't think I've seen him in the FIA at all, but you never know. The new season is about to start, so the tracks have just been announced. Interesting season coming up for those guys who get involved in the Gran Turismo Sport FIA season. So I'm ready to get these boys rolling, Troy, if you're ready to go.
I am ready.
So we are one short. We have lost someone this evening. It's always sad to see someone miss out.
Oh.
There we go. Let's get these boys rolling again.
Well, the first race is short. It's twice the size of the second race, so hopefully we can see some good action. I better get on track.
Let's see if we can see the
All right.
lights.
Got some
Nope,
revs
I can't
building.
see the lights. You're gonna have to call this one for me, Troy.
All good. The revs are building. We have no lights at the moment still. Here we go. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're underway. Everyone gets a good start. We see the FGT car there of the cornerstone, I think, counterpunch. Gets a good jump.
The Obsession car absolutely bagged it off the line. Great to see a bit of smoke there, but obviously not the quickest way to get off the start there. All nice and clean through that first little sector, which is good to see. A couple of side-by-side actions with these quicker boys coming through. Kiwi's already made a couple of positions up.
I see Goat in chat there saying FSR last to first. Well, there's no secret there. He's pretty quick. Everyone, a bit wide there for Zelignite. And straight away we're seeing a little gap start to open up. Between first and second, we got Gurr 17. He's in second, chasing down. Looks like he's got the inside run
He
here.
stuck it up the inside. Grrr. Zelignite won't be happy about that. I reckon he might have fire it back in as he backs it in sideways, slams it into the wall. That's not the best apex to take there, sir, but that's all right. He's out there having a bit of fun. I reckon when he gets a few more of these boys behind him, the pressure starts to build as we see a bit of a tussle right behind us. I don't think that was fair waiting for a mate. He sort of just pushed his way past the malevolent one as we go 3 wide. We're going 3 wide, Troy. I don't think this is going to work, but let's see how we go.
See if we can catch it.
Oh, 3 wide again.
Comes in. Oh yeah, he's sliding under pressure.
She's definitely in the battle pack as Guru and Zelignite out in front, just breaking away a little bit, but the
Now look
FSR Kiwi Raikkonen up to 5th.
Oh, yeah, Ando up to 4th as well. And what are we, 1 lap in still?
1 lap in. I think they went 4 wide there at one stage, thinking about coming into the last corner. I'm glad they decided not to go that way. A bit of a panel rubbing in the background there.
See a bit of drifting going on.
Whoa, that was Kiwi Raikkonen running pretty wide out of the first chicane there. That's backed him back up in the pack with Honourable Airborne right up his tail. Give him waiting for a mate, a bit of room. So hopefully he can keep his head down and try and catch the boys out in front. Ooh, Mr. Ando 787. He is the quickest of the one. 3rd position.
Who's he got with him? He's not far off the leaders either.
Nope, that's what I mean. He's in there.
Where have we got Scotty Too Hotty? We having dramas with Scotty. We'll have to do a run back down the field.
That was the one we must have lost at the start of the race there. So we were one short in the lobby before the race started.
Shaneski. Stefanski. He's down in 10th, so he's dropped a few spots because he should have been starting around the 6th position.
I did see him move up, but then that battle pack of the Kiwi Raikkonen and Honourable Airborne sort of moved up in his way, and I think he got shuffled back a little bit there. Evo 9, he's tucked in quite nicely for this 20-minute race, so we'll see if we get any of the boys coming into the pits at some stage. So we see they go for the position change in the lead there, Troy. Guru and Ando, we have definitely had a change up there. Ando 787 is out in front. So Zalignite has definitely lost a bit of pace, unfortunately. And Ando last corner, out. Yeah, done. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Gets it onto the last straight. So now we're going to see Ando pull away, and we're going to have to... Raikkonen's not going to want to let him get away too far. So we've seen the speed of Raikkonen in the first race, so we know he can catch him.
Young Gers put in a bit of good bit of pace there. I think he's done quite well in the second race. Oh, so we got there.
Got 3 wide going for waiting for a mate. Delignite.
They went 3 wide one way, 3 wide the other way. Didn't work.
They're definitely using all of the track. Sliding into the corners.
Seems to have a little bit of positive camber on some of the corners as well, which makes using all of the track a little bit more feasible. But
well, we got a bit of a pack from say 5th to 8th.
It's a good little battle pack. You got a couple of the brewery cars in there.
CJE Sports.
Yeah, Lucky Lawn Care Racing as well.
Oh, we've seen
Red Sector.
Who's that? Waiting for a mate. Just hit the wall. See if we can catch that on a replay. Might have gone too far back here. Comes around. I think he just overcorrects. No, just runs wide. Bang into the fence. Well, he kept it on two wheels. Kept it on 4 wheels and straight, so he's back onto the track pretty quick.
That's the thing. Normally, if you can a little bit of a bounce off the wall, you can point yourself in the general direction. But Zalignite and Red Mist, I think Zalignite has bagged it up every hairpin corner this lap. So he is hot to trot. He's thinking about a move up the inside of Evo 9. He's definitely trying to move his way forward.
Just going to jump back up the front because Raikkonen has just reeled in Ando pretty quick. He's using every bit of curb, every bit of track to catch him, but he's getting there. He's down to 0.7. He might jump on board. 787 in the Aussie Hampton livery back car there. He's running. He'd be ecstatic with this race tonight, I reckon. But seeing the Aussie Schumacher Kiwi Raikkonen in his mirror closing up as fast as that, I would be starting to get a little bit sweaty palmed and thinking, well, are you going to hold him up, or are you just going to let this guy go and go down into the sunset? Oh, I think he's giving it away here. He's got down the inside. He hasn't. He's held on to it. You got to run defensive. Can he hold defensive for 12 minutes? That's a big ask.
I do like backing in these little Renault Meganes. They're quite a handy little car in the corners. They do look like a lot of fun.
They definitely got some pace, these two up the front in Ando and FSR.
Already a gap of nearly 3 seconds back to the Honourable Airborne. Gers still sitting there, so it's definitely a decent race from him.
Yeah, Airborne seems to have put a bit of a gap between him and Gert.
So after all the first few laps sort of mayhem of everyone trying to pass everyone, the sort of the back of the pack has settled down. There's some nice gaps in between everyone.
I think the front of the pack has also
is
settled
where the
down
action's at.
Because the pace that Raikkonen was catching Ando, and now he's just sitting behind. I think he's just playing a game here.
Might just.
Here we go. He's coming up the inside.
There we go.
Just like that, he goes past. There's not much difference in lines, but there's the difference in the throttle inputs. I think Raikkonen's getting on the gas a lot earlier. Be interesting to see the tyre wear. Is there a tyre wear difference between these two?
Exactly the same. Fuel, probably a couple of litres off in the favour of Ando. He thinks about up the inside. He does get half a car's length with the positive camber of that corner. That slingshots Kiwi Raikkonen back into the lead. Ando's not giving up just yet, but you feel with just over 10 minutes to go, Kiwi will put his head down and blast away, but hopefully the captain can stay in contention and give us a good battle for the lead as he takes a nice tight line. Beautiful apex through that corner there. That was a good looking corner there from Ando 787.
Now, as fast as these two are running up the front, Airborne back in third is actually catching them. That gap was about 3.5 seconds before. It's down to 2.1. So your Bacchus livery's coming to light now.
He's got the lights ablazing, so he's pushing hard.
He's got the high beams on.
Gers got the high beams on. Gers probably just about to. Well, there's a couple of the newer guys. So the Red Sector Racing and Gura 17, they're about to have a nice dice, I'd say, for fourth and fifth. Still got that going on.
Starting to see that Lucky's lawn care backing into the corner. His tyres are looking a little second-hand by the look of it. It's a big track compared to normal, so they're probably got to get used to that as well for the tyre wear.
Just looking at a few of the fuel usages as well, Troy. Like a couple of them on just under half a tank with just under 10 minutes. It's going to come mighty fine with the end of the race there, so hopefully they're paying attention to their fuel usage. But pardon me, there is a couple of guys there. I don't think they're going to make it on tyres, so they're going to be having an interesting race by the end of this 9 minutes, I think, Troy.
Or either that or you start fuel saving pretty good.
Well, it's not too bad if you can get in behind the toe of another car, start short shifting and take a little bit off the accelerator when you come into brake. But obviously you're losing time to the guys out in front. So it's pretty hard one to manage that one there. It's definitely in the Group A, something I've had to come to terms with. All the fuel saving and the getting the tyre usage right, so the tyres do last for the full stint. So.
Well, just
Definitely an art form.
We're just starting to see Raikkonen just flex a little bit of muscle. He's got the gap out to 0.9, almost out to a second. Out to a second now to Ando. The gap's pretty well staying the same between Ando and Airborne, but Raikkonen just showing a little bit of pace now come mid-race. Definitely gapped the field.
Do have your good friend Shanksy in the REA Auto 1 again. They're having a good dice with Zalek Knight. I don't know if we can pick that up as he sticks it up the inside into the last corner there. Great move by the Shanksy. It's good to see him out in the community series. I know he always loves getting a drive, so I do like to see him there. I do believe Shanksy is part of the DS4 gang. Is that correct, Troy?
He is.
Definitely big props to anyone.
He might even be the leader.
Big props to there as Zalek Knight thinks about it up the inside. The Malaysian driver says to the Australian driver, I don't think so, mate, but Shanksy's not having any of that just yet. But I think these guys are having a decent tussle between the two.
Just go a little bit of a run through the field. Seems we're just past halfway. We obviously know Raikkonen definitely seems to have one hand on this race. Ando in second. Trying to keep up. He's going to need to save some fuel by the looks of it. Airborne just dropping off now. He's probably lost about a second back to Red Sector Racing in fourth, who probably didn't have the best first race, but he's certainly getting a hold of the second one. Gurr, he's still hanging on to fifth, but he's got Evil Evo 9 all over him.
It's almost a bit like your first email address that you get to make when you're a 17-year-old boy. These PSN names, I think, Troy.
Well, for all we know, they are 17. Waiting for a mate in 7th. Just behind is Shainski in 8th place. Zelig Knight in 9th. Daz in 10th. Suit Lad in 11th. Revolver in 12th. And Malevolent one.
The Malevolent one.
That's actually supposed to be a Team 53 car, but it's an old blacklight car, so...
okay.
He is running the wrong livery. So could you run us through, say, the first 3 on their fuel, just to compare fuel and tyres for the second half or the last part of this race?
Yeah, no problems at all there. So, FSR Kiwi Ryken and Aussie Schumacher, he's just over a little bit of a quarter of a tank there. He's used a lot of his front tyres on this sort of twisty circuit, so probably about quarter usage on his bar on the front tyres. Rear tyres are just about the same, so fairly even wear there from the leader. Ando 787, pretty much in the same boat there, Troy. Just a bit over a quarter of a fuel in the tank, and probably a little bit nicer on the front tyres. So he's taking the lines through the corners a little bit smoother, I'd say. And then his Royal Highness Honourably Airborne in the Datsun Bacchus livery racing car. He used a lot more fuel. He's just starting to hit under the quarter of a tank there, and seems to be his front right, putting a lot more pressure than the guys up in front. So, but pretty much all round pretty even there, Troy.
So they're all looking pretty well to make the race. Quarter of tank left with 5 minutes on a 20-minute race. That's running pretty on par.
Yeah, waiting for a mate's probably the lowest of the fuel in the group, and I would have to say that probably like your Suit Lad, he's probably one of the highest tyre wears out there.
We're just seeing Shainski and Gurr having a bit of a battle here. It's probably about
Shainski
the only one on the track at the moment.
It's all right. He's looking ahead now at waiting for a mate. He's got him in his sights, but Gurr, I don't think he's going to give up just yet. He's right on his tail, using the slipstream as he comes down to the hill into this right-hander. Oh, lovely bit of opposite lock there, and almost of a bit of a cross flick to get the car turned in. Gets it slowed down for this tight little section there. Beautiful bit of racing, great undulations, great change of directions there. But Shainski is just starting to pull away.
It's good to see such a lot of cars in the and still in a pack this far into the race.
Yeah, correct. Obviously, the
totally different line there, right out wide.
Obviously, the front two have sort of jumped out, but the back here pretty much from fifth onwards, mate. I reckon one mistake, and if you're in sort of 11th spot, you could probably jump up to fifth. I'm running on board with Daz, Dollar Daz in 11th now, and I can see fifth place ahead of him. He would be pushing hard, and they are fighting two abreast with the CJ Esports and the Tamer cars in Suit Lad and Zelig Knight. Those guys are still going at it. I think they've been going at it all night long, to tell you the truth there.
I think maybe the longer track might be proven a bit better for the battles.
It is a longer track, but it's still not giving you any time to rest. There's a corner every 50 to 100 metres in this thing, so there's still no time to rest. Like normally on the longer tracks, you get a bit of a straight. You can sort of have a bit of a breath and a bit of a calm down as once again Zelig Knight thinks about it up the inside of Suit Lad. I don't know if we're running with him there, but we are two abreast down the main straight with Shainski, and those guys are definitely having a bit of fun.
in 7th. Oh, he's waiting for a mate. He's just giving him a bit of the old hurry up.
Guru's giving him a touch in the back. Ethan's up the inside.
They're really bunched up now. They're waiting for a mate's just starting to slow the field a bit.
That has led Evo X out, Evo 9 out to a decent gap there, so it'll be 6 back now from waiting for a mate back to Dollar Daz. So this battle's going to intensify as this last minute of the race unfolds. So we might stay on the. We're going to stay on the action, or we're going to go back to the front. Kiwi Raikkonen's out to a 3-second lead. Ando's still in second there, but this battle pack is looking pretty hot there, Troy.
We're still on them. We'll give it a bit more time with them.
I'll keep an eye on the legend himself, Mr. Aussie Schumacher, and we'll see where he's tracking if we keep on. Oh, that was a wide line there from the. Sorry, I'm watching the other replay.
I think we're going to see another lap here anyway.
What he's got? He's got 20 seconds coming into the last corner.
Oh, a bit of
so this
tyre squeal.
This is going to be the last lap for this big group pack from 6 back, but Kiwi Raikkonen's going to get another lap at it. Endo 787 is going to get another lap. We might see Honourable Airborne's playing the game. He doesn't want to do it. He's done. He's slowed the car. He's stopped on the line. That's how much of a gap he's got, and he's brought it home in 3rd. So hopefully on this battle pack is Red Sector Racing home for 4th there. Evil 9's coming in for 5th. Shanksky in 6th. Great drive, Shanksky. Well done, mate. Waiting for a mate. Oh, that was close racing. Waiting for a mate. Suit a lad. Guru and Daz 9:30, all nice and tucked in together there. Zelig Night home there in the CJ Esports.
Revolver
so
takes
once
12th.
again,
Across the line, doing a little bit of a stunt, and Malevolent will take 13th.
I was going to say I can get that one for you if you like, Troy. The Malevolent one out for 13th. He's just about to come home, but definitely class act. These two out in front. Aussie Schumacher, Kiwi Raikkonen. He's pretty much put his dominance on this category, I think, for this part of the season. So
I think this is just becoming a little bit of fun for him. He's a class above every race.
Especially with that FSR prefix at the start of his name, that they're always a bunch of quick guys. So I have always thought about sticking TXR or FSR in front of Diego there on the screen. I don't think it's going to make me go any faster though.
Well, don't put RER in front. I don't think that helps at all.
You guys are going pretty well in the Constructors' Championship as Ando's coming. Kiwi Raikkonen's coming into the last corner now over that rise there, hard on the brakes, coming into the apex here. Slows it in nicely, hits the curb, out to the outside curb, slides it up the pit wall. He's happy about that win. Well done, sir. Well done, mate. That's a great another race from you.
Ando takes second. And being 11 laps into, they're still driving them like they got fresh tyres, so they know exactly what they're doing.
Those boys do, yes. The ones having a ding-dong battle at the middle of the pack there, I'd say they've definitely used their... all got their money's worth out of the tyres. We might just jump into the race results and go through them again, I reckon, Troy. That was a bit of a staggered finish there, but that was a great second race, I thought.
Yeah, I think... as much as they were bunched up, there was some pretty clean racing in the whole lot, so well done to them all.
You obviously get a few stories that we don't see on the screen there after the event, so we'll always keep an eye on those. But hopefully everyone had fun watching at home. That's the main thing about these events. The guys get to have a bit of fun on track and let out a bit of aggression and use their skills, and you guys get to watch the entertainment at home.
So, recapping the race results for tonight. The second race, which was a reverse grid, we all know about. Kimi Räikkönen made it look easy. Endo coming in second, stuck by him, didn't let him go. done well to stay with him as well because he's one quick operator, Kiwi Räikkönen, sorry. Airborne in third, not far off the pace, a couple of seconds behind, but still awesome driving for that 20-minute stint.
We did get held up, which sort of lost him that 2-second gap, but he did hold that pretty consistently, which was good to see.
Red Sector Racing in fourth place. Evo 9 is in fifth. Shansky comes home in sixth. Waiting for a mate in seventh. Suit Lad in eighth. Grr comes home in ninth. Daz in 10th. Zelignite in 11th. Revolver in 12th. And Malevolent one in 13th. And we had a dropout of Scotty to Hottie, who would have been good to see in this second race, but he didn't get there.
He did pretty well, I thought, in the first race. Been out of the series, I don't know, for a while, but he sort of definitely had the pace straight out of the bag there. But, I don't know, you guys at home, who do you think deserves the driver of the night? You post up your selection. Also, don't forget the Auto One community race to like the YouTube video you're watching at the top of the screen. Every like sort of goes to make the Sector One community a lot better. So don't forget to hit that like button. But I'm probably going to go, I don't know, there was a couple of good ones. The new guys, Red Sector Racing, and a couple of those guys had a really good first race. But
I'm going to say Airborne, just for I don't think I've seen him in the community series, and just for my first time seeing him, he's doing well to keep up with them two in front. And
to get through the battle pack as well.
Yeah, not putting a foot wrong. That's the worst thing you can do in a race is make a mistake. I've done plenty of them this season, and it's hard to catch back up. But next week, this weekend, we have on Sunday night the Group B for Sardegna. It's going to be. There's still a lot of fast drivers in Group B, so it's not going to be too easy.
It's not going to be a walk in the park, Troy, for you, unfortunately, mate.
That's the word I was looking for.
But head down, keep the race nice and clean, and just sort of let it come to you, mate. And I'm sure you will be fine.
And I think also too we got maybe the microsector coming back next week, which we haven't heard.
Looking forward to that. No, it's been a few weeks.
I was about to say a few months, but that could be a bit too long. So I went with a few while. Didn't even make sense.
That's all right. Over the Easter period, obviously, it's a lot of work that goes into creating the Sector One for these guys. All the videos that Sean produces and everyone else helps out with. There's a lot of stuff going in the background that probably a lot of people don't see. But I'm definitely a fan of these races, and I absolutely love being part of the Sector One community. So thanks to all those guys that take time out of their lives, out of their families' lives to bring this to us.
Well, I reckon we can pretty much wrap it up there. Nice, short and sweet tonight because I've got some food to eat.
Beautiful.
Thanks for all our viewers for watching. Thanks for Diego for jumping in and doing the race directing for us. We had a bit of trouble tonight, but we got through it, which has made it nice and easy. Thank you to the drivers for jumping in on the Auto One Community Series and giving it a go.
And the good guys and girls at Auto One, with their support, it makes this a fabulous series.
So we will leave it there. We will see you all Sunday night. If you're join us here on Sector 1 on YouTube. I think it starts at 7 o'clock Sunday. We are at Sardegna B. Sardegna, I keep saying that wrong. It's Sardegna.
I call it sardines, but that was after my race. So
anyway, we will talk to you all on Sunday night. Have a good weekend, and we will see you then.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, yeah.